So you mentioned Greg Newsome, and I kind of set up MJ Emerson with that. You wrote an article. There's an opportunity there for Greg, right? With Emerson's injury, he's in a contract year. Emerson would have been in a contract year.
Yeah, coming into the year, I couldn't help but think that there was one contract extension for those two guys, and one of them was going to, they were going to basically fight it out. Emerson coming off a bad year for him. Greg Newsome has, I wouldn't say he's been unsatisfied, but he's made it known that he'd prefer to be an outside corner. And one, because he thinks that's a better fit for him, and two, because he's not stupid. He knows that's where the money is. But look, in 2021, the Browns draft Greg Newsome, and everybody's sitting there looking at that pairing at that year, including that Bengals game where they dominated. And we all thought that Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome was going to be the future of the corner position. Martin Emerson gets added the next year, and suddenly they have this new dynamic, and they've been sort of rolling with it. But now Greg Newsome is going to be back outside. This is the place he wanted to play. Obviously, not in these circumstances, with Emerson being an injury and a guy who's a really good friend of his. But this is what he's always wanted. He wanted to be outside. He's now got the ability to do it. If he plays really well, the Browns are not going to hesitate and give him a contract extension. He can realize all the potential that he's had since he got drafted. He has every measurable you could possibly want at that position in terms of length, athleticism, tremendous man cover skills coming out of Northwestern. So it's all there for him. And he has every incentive to do it because of the money, because he will get the security he wants in terms of knowing where his future is going to be. So it's all there for him to be prove that he's that guy opposite Denzel Ward. And on some level, it makes things a little bit easier. Martin Emerson is an excellent press corner. He's not a guy who's an excellent man cover guy who can just run with anybody. Smaller, speedy receivers are going to give him problems. Greg Newsome has a little bit more length than Denzel Ward does, and he has all the elite athleticism. So they can play man coverage and just let those guys run around with receivers all day in that sense. And then if that works, that gets back to a pure man scheme that they may prefer in the end, just for simplicity's sake, as it takes a little bit of pressure off the safeties and allows them to do some more things.